Welcome to the Arcadia colony.
Well, my first question will be, what is it like to come back to the Outer Worlds universe? Were there things that you felt that needed to be tackled differently from the first one? On the other way, there are already things that you felt like it's already, I don't have to move anything else.
It's a wonderful question. When we're building the first Outer Worlds, we as developers, we're discovering ourselves what the game is, and at the end, we're very happy with what we produce, but we always knew we could do more. The sequel gave us the opportunity to do that more, more explorability, more weapons, more outfits, more just visual designs, and that's been a great part of this development cycle.
Think that players need to have played the first Outer Worlds to really get into this one, or this can be like a ready to jump in adventure?
Players absolutely do not need to play the first Outer Worlds, even though I would recommend it. I think that's still an amazing game. But this is a brand new colony, new story, new characters, and it's a good standalone. It takes elements from the first game, but something that people can dive right into.
The sequel looks a lot bigger.
Yes.
And the worlds, the characters, the details, it all feels more ambitious. What do you think returning fans are going to notice or appreciate the most about this new chapter?
Honestly, I think fans will just really come to appreciate like the rich world we were able to build, because even though we were able to add more weapons and outfits and more areas to explore, really the goal was to make sure like players can come in and build a character they want to build and role play out any kind of fantasy they want within our universe.
Well, the first game came out as on last gen consoles, but now you're fully working with current gen. What kind of thing were you finally able to do this time that you weren't able to do on the last generation?
Yeah, every generation has new graphics, new ways to make the worlds come more alive. So we have full ray tracing in our games now. We have global illumination in our lighting, all with the advent and help with Unreal Engine 5, which we were able to take that first Outer Worlds and really make it shine this time around.
Well, their direction in Outer Worlds 2 looks stunning.
Thank you.
And how does this visual style connect to the new stories, the new characters, the new places, planets, and everything that we're going to see in the game?
The art style, we defined in the first game as being this like retro future aesthetic that has a decorative Art Nouveau kind of feeling toward it. That said, we took also elements of that retro future and brought in elements of World War I. And that really does affect how we see the universe in the Outer Worlds 2, because Outer Worlds 2 is a world at war with each other, and we were able to take some of those trappings of those designs and build them onto this new sequel.
Well, that jumps exactly to where I wanted to go to my next question. Perfect. Because there's always been like this retro-futuristic look with mixed with space travel and with old school tech.
Yeah,
that's really particular for a game like this. And how do you approach that balance, and how much inspiration comes from other of your works?
When we're looking at how to design something that feels authentic, and that's really what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to make something that feels like it's a believable thing, even though it's a retro aesthetic. But there's lots of great touchstones that we can build upon. I can build upon with my art team. You have old pulp science fiction like Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon, and you can even like go in and read Jules Verne and Isaac Asimov and see how did these people envision the future, and using that lens, we apply that to our game.
Okay, well, finally, what do you hope players take away from the Outer Worlds 2 when they jump back into this universe?
I hope that players coming into the Outer Worlds 2 will be able to just like jump right in and really play the role that they intend to play. They choose everything from like their personalities, their perks, their flaws, and build a really rich RPG experience that is true to Obsidian games in general.